Detroit has earned and wears its Motor City nickname well, but in the early 1900s, York, Pennsylvania could have given the Motor City a run for its money. At the time, it was home to 17 different auto manufacturers, including the business and the man that built this car. A world of wonder, where fantastical music machines provide the soundtrack for a tantalizing stroll through history. Vintage automobiles and memorabilia stimulate the senses around every chromed curve and corner. This is Inside Stahls. Feast your eyes upon the 1919 Meisenhelder 655. Allegedly, only 4 were ever made, and this is the only one still in existence. Before we get into the nuts and bolts and nooks and crannies of this true survivor, we should get to know Roy M. Meisenhelder. He was a metal worker by trade, and at one point a sheet metal worker for Pullman Motor Car Company. That is until Pullman went bankrupt in 1917. In 1918, he opened his own shop, Roy M. Meisenhelder Sheet Metal Auto and Body Works, specializing in radiator and collision repair. While working at Pullman, Roy designed one of their factory bodies, so he had skills beyond his specialty hammer work. All of that skill and talent gave Roy the itch to build his own car. Using a chassis and components borrowed from other manufacturers, the result was this striking, nearly 18-foot-long roadster that has called Stahls home since 2009. Despite borrowing some pieces, the car is uniquely Misenhelder due to the intricate and unique aluminum accessories. Misenhelder put all of his skills to work creating the custom split windshield, radiator shell, and those meticulous running boards. Meisenhelder also fabricated the lanterns on the vehicle, 4 in total, including 2 at the rear, which functioned as stop and slow lights. A generous warning considering you did not want to run into what was one of the most formidable bumpers on any vehicle at that time. The bumper brackets were no slouch either, and Meisenhelder also created the interior trim pieces and the polished disc wheels, which were a departure from many of the spoke wheel offerings that were prevalent at the time. Meisenhelder was anything if not prepared. His car came equipped with not 1, not 2, but 3 spare tires. He didn't add a 4th because he figured if your luck was that bad, you should probably just walk anyway. Don't Google that. I made it up. We think Meisenhelder did have a sense of humor. How else would you explain these side-mounted jump seats? I mean, how much do you have to dislike your mother-in-law to make her sit here? Hold on, lady! We don't know this for a fact, but it's possible that this design created some consternation for old Roy. You see, after his father died, it's said that he moved back into his mother's house with his wife. How did they decide who sat where on the way to church on Sunday? Oh, I hope somebody was praying for my boy, Roy. There's some stuff on this car that raises questions, but we do know it was nearly 18 feet in length, and it sat atop a 141-inch wheelbase Page model chassis. Underneath the bonnet, it was powered by an 82 horsepower 6-cylinder Continental. While Meisenhelder borrowed design cues and parts from other manufacturers to build his car, there is a unique twist to the story. The Page model chassis underneath his car, built by Page Detroit, was eventually acquired by Daimler Chrysler. If Meisenhelder had found the funding and partners, his car may have been produced in greater quantities and may be more of a household name today. Because only 4 were allegedly made, many consider the Meisenhelder to be an example of an early concept car, and for whatever reason, it remained that way. Meisenhelder may have been more content to work on cars other than his own. While it's believed he didn't build any cars beyond 1925, his auto body shop remained open until the start of World War II. On Christmas Eve 1954, Roy M. Meisenhelder passed away at the age of 68. He left us with some questions, but maybe like his distinctive metalwork, that was all by design. And somewhere, he's having a good chuckle watching us try to figure it all out.